Roger Alan Curry, the author of Mode 1, is dead. Um, I just found out today, I think he died um, a week ago or something. No, less, maybe 5 days ago, okay? Something like that. And I just found out today, and it made me sad. I don't know why it made me sad because I didn't know him personally. uh, and people die all the time, and sometimes I've known people, relatives and whatever, and they died, and it didn't make me sad. Uh, but this one, this morning, made me sad. And today I wanted to make a little bit of a tribute um, to him by sharing a story of how I got laid right after reading his book. And so I want to share that story with you today. So if you don't know who Roger Alan Curry is, he's the author of Mode 1. And the book is basically about being honest and that you don't have to be a lying piece of shit to get women. And I very much enjoyed reading that book, okay? Very, very much. Um, and so we're going to talk a little bit about she actually what it was. Now that I can think about it, I had sex with my first Asian girl. Yeah. After that, I was reading the book and I went to the club. I'm gonna tell you the story, but there's something I have to say before that. Uh, and the reason why I'm making this video, yeah, that's what I have to say. The reason why I'm making this video is because I'm a dating coach, and Roger Alan Curry was a pioneer or somebody who, uh, you know, brought something to the dating world. And so if there was another guy, some athlete or whatever who died, I wouldn't make this video. I'm only doing it because I'm a dating coach, and I enjoyed reading his book. And I know if you're watching this and you're a subscriber of mine, you also probably are familiar with his content, and so you can relate to what I'm saying, and that's why I'm making this video. So let me go to the story. Let me leave you this story. And so I remember I got Mode 1 audiobook version, okay? Uh, and I was reading through it while doing stuff. And so I was, doing the dishes, going for a walk. Uh, you know, I think I listened to many, many hours of that book. It's not a long book, but I listened to many, many hours that first day when I got that book. And it's also that same night that I slept with this girl, and I'm gonna tell you the story now. And so I was listening to the book throughout the day, and then I didn't do much that day. I was like, just cooking, doing basic stuff, because I was gonna go out to the club in the evening. And so at that time, uh, I'm not really a guy who keeps a lot of female friends. Uh, I don't really believe in men and women actually being friends. But at that time, I had one female friend, which was basically a girl that at first I wanted to sleep with, but then I changed my mind because she was just boring for me, like romantically. Okay, so we went out on one date, and I just thought, I wanted to have a quick hookup with her, and she was like, wanting to be treated like a princess and all that kind of stuff. And I just felt like she wasn't worth it. But I thought, you know what? She likes to party. I like to party. So she's not worth me investing in her in like a sexual way. I'd rather just bang another chick. But I actually did enjoy talking to her. And, we can go party together. And so I was gonna go out with her to party, and that's what I did. So we went to one club. It was kind of boring in that club, but we started talking about, our sexual experiences and things like that. And I just asked her, have you ever like slept with somebody Asian? And She said, yeah, yeah, her first love or crush was this Asian dude when she was like 15 or 16. And she was like hardcore crushing for this guy. And I told her, I listened to her story and stuff. And then I told her, like, I've never slept with an Asian girl in my whole life, but I'm so, so open for it. Okay. Usually when I talk to Asian girls, like Japanese girls, Chinese girls, and stuff like that in the club, my experience back then, this was many years ago. This was even before COVID. I think this was like 4 or 5 years ago. Um, my experience of talking to Asian girls at that point, it was like I'd walk up to Asian girls in the club or whatever, during the daytime, and I'd, talk my talk, and they'd be like, hey, thank you, haha, and just run away. So the reason I felt at that time why I didn't sleep with an Asian chick was because I always met the chicks directly from Asia. So I didn't meet like the Asian American chicks, who can like you speak English, and like, I met some chick like she's from Japan, I'll be like hi, she'd be like konnichiwa, and just run away, or I met some chick from China who didn't speak English well, or Korea, and usually generally these people stick with their own kind, um so literally my experience was just saying hi to these chicks, and they just light up, and they just ran away. And I just stopped talking to Asian chicks many years before, because I was like, dude, uh, it's not worth my time. And so I told her this, and we both had a laugh about it, and we laid the subject to rest. So we changed clubs. Interestingly enough, we changed clubs to another club next door, a bigger, better club. And I had a lot of fun there. They played hip hop music. It was cool. And so we're there. I'm having drinks. I'm talking to her. I'm talking to people. And all of a sudden, I see this Asian chick. She walks by me and says, hey, come here, come here, come here, come here. I put my arm around her. I say, you look cute. Uh, and then we talk for like a minute or two. I can't remember what we said. And then I said, I've never kissed an Asian girl. Have you kissed a black guy? And she said, no. And so I grabbed her and I kissed her, and we started making out. I mean, not for long, like a minute or so. And then I think at that night, I was very heavily influenced by Mode 1, because I'd spent the whole day reading the book. And so, I'd been with this woman for not more than 4 minutes. It couldn't be more, like, literally at this point where I'm in the story, we had spent like 4 minutes together. And I just say to her, listen, I'm really tired of being in this club, because that's what I felt in the moment. Even though I was having fun, I was like, I kind of want to get out of here. And so I told her, I'm tired of being in this club, but I got this new speaker. Let's go to my house. Let's go to my room. I'll play you some music. We'll just chill out, me and you. And trust me, this music that I have is much better than what you hear here in the club. So if you like this, you're going to enjoy my stuff way more. And she was like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. And I had this picture of my new speaker, actually. I still got that speaker here. So I had this picture of my speaker, and I said, like, this is the speaker, like, let's go. And she was like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, and I could see all that Asian hesitation. She was like, and I just didn't say anything. I just was quiet. I mean, it didn't last long, like 20 seconds. She was like hesitating. And then she's like, okay, let's go. I just have to get my jacket. And I was like, thinking to myself, like, that easy? I mean, it's been like 7 minutes. That easy? I like Mode 1. um, and then we went upstairs, because the jacket section is upstairs. We were like downstairs. So we went upstairs. we got her jacket. Wasn't There was no hassle. And then we jumped into the cab, and on the way home, she asked me like a million questions, and I kind of just like answered them. And then we came back to my house, and it was funny because I thought to myself, I thought logically, right? Because we'd spent so little time together, and I thought, coming back home, that I had to warm her up a little bit, So I'm in my bedroom with her. We play music, and I'm just like going into stories. She was from Korea, right? And she hold on, let me think. So I was showing her like a K-pop stuff, whatever, on my phone. I'm like, look, I watch these videos sometimes, stuff like that. And I could see on her face that she didn't give a fuck about anything I said. Like I remember thinking to myself, oh, this moment needs comfort. And so I started doing a lot of comfort building stuff. And then I was like, actually looking at her face, and I could tell she was super comfortable. She's like, she didn't give, she just wanted to smash. And so I put my phone away, which we were watching stuff on, and I just proceeded to do my thing. And the sex was nice, really nice. It was really nice. I actually really enjoyed banging this chick. And the story doesn't end there. And so we finish, and I'm tired, and I just want to go to bed, sleep, And so I fell asleep. Okay, so I doze off, fell asleep, and I wake up in the middle of the night in pain, and I'm like, dude, what's going on? Because when you like come out of sleep, I'm like, why am I in pain? And basically, this chick was laying on my chest and like squeezing me so hard. Like I just like kind of like lost breath for a second. I was like, what the fuck's going on? Am I dying, And I was like, what's going on? And she looks at me intently and she says, Jaden. I said, yeah. What's up? And she said, I love you. And I was like I literally couldn't compute. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I said, thank you. That's all I had to say. And we had no more conversation. And we fell asleep. There's a part that I miss now, which is not so important. Which was before we had sex, when we started talking about dick sizes and stuff, and she told me about Asian men compared to black men and da 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 da. Not really relevant in this video, but that was pretty cool, fun conversation. Anyway, long story short, we wake up the next day. It wasn't much of a morning, said goodbye. She left. That's it. I didn't take a number. I didn't take an Instagram. I didn't do anything. It was like a pure one night stand. And so yeah, that's the tribute. That's the story. Spent my whole day listening to Mode 1, that day, and doing mundane things, and it affected me. And at night, I was more straightforward, more to the point, more. It's good. It's a good tribute. It's a really good tribute, actually, and that's what this whole video is about. This is a tribute. If you saw this video, I don't know him personally, but I think he would have been happy hearing this. And yeah, again, I was sad this morning. Don't know why. Somehow I didn't know the dude personally, but I don't know. Seeing another dating coach, dating author pass because I'm in this field just made me sad. Made me think maybe that'll be me someday. You know what I mean? Yeah, made me think about what I want to accomplish in my life. Right? And that's what death does. It puts things into perspective. So, rest in peace. He, from what I can see on the Facebook post, he had a 2-year-old son, just been alive for 2 years, and a beautiful girlfriend. So I wished his family all the best, and I wish them future success. And that's it. That's it. That's my tribute. So take care. Go to his YouTube channel. Go to his Facebook. Leave a warm comment. Wish his family well. I don't have anything else to say. All right. Take care, guys.